Hi everyone, well we have another bottle to review, and this one is from a distillery that up to this point I have not tried anything from, but I've been wanting to, and I've heard a lot of good things about. We are going to review Wyoming Whiskey, small batch bourbon whiskey, 88 proof, batch number 98. Now this is their base expression. This is the I think it's the lowest proof one, and I believe this is their first original one. This is 88 proof. Now, from what I've been drinking these days, this is a little on the lower side, although kind of it doesn't always have to be high proof. It is nice to switch off between lower proof and high proof. This is on the lower side of what I've been drinking. If you asked me a few years ago, honestly, 88 proof was right in the zone. Originally, when I started out, it was like 86 proof to 100 proof, and this would be right there. But it's a little on the lower side. But I have this thing where I like to, if possible, I mean, if I see a small batch or a single barrel store pick, I'd love to grab it. But if I really want to get into a brand, I think ideally, not always doesn't work out this way, but ideally I think the best way is to try their base expression and then work up from there so you have something to kind of compare it to, see how it changes. That's just my own thing. It doesn't always work out that way, but in this case I'd like to try that because after this I would like to try their double cask, which is finished in sherry cask. But anyway, about this, so this is distilled, barreled, and bottled in Kirby, Wyoming by Wyoming Whiskey Inc. This is aged 5 years, has a 5-year age statement. I think originally it used to be 4. It is 5 now, clearly on there. It has a mash bill of 68% corn, 20% wheat, and 12% malted barley. That's the exact same mash bill as Larceny. Now, that's good and it's bad. The good is that it has the same mash bill as Larceny, and the bad is that it has the same mash bill as Larceny. The reason I say that is, with Larceny, the small batch there, lower proof 92, as with a lot of other expressions, I find that there are some that I am not thrilled about the lower proof one, the base expression, and I absolutely love the barrel proof. Larceny is one of those. Doesn't work in every case, but Larceny, 1792, some of those, I absolutely, maybe I started out originally like it. I really don't like the Larceny small batch 92 proof. But I absolutely love that barrel proof expression. So that's why I say it's good and bad. This is the same mash bill. It's the same wheated mash bill mash bill, same one. So I'm very curious about that, how that would compare. It's a little bit different than the Maker's Mark mash bill. Maker's Mark is 70% corn, so a drop more there. 16% wheat, a drop less there, and the 14% malted barley is close. So this is the same as Larceny, so that's going to be in my head first and foremost, with the small batch, because this is 88 proof, so it's 4 less than that. This distillery there's a few fun facts. Wisconsin's first legal whiskey distiller, supposedly, this brand was founded in 2009, and this particular one, the small batch, was first released in 2012, and that time was aged 4 years. Now it's 5, and then unlike a lot of craft distilleries, of which I guess this could be considered, they age their barrels are aged in 53-gallon barrels, and it's a wheated bourbon. That's not always common with craft distilleries or small distilleries. I know for a fact when I visited even Asbury Park Distillery and other distilleries, some of them it's either currently or in the past use smaller barrels. They use 53-gallon, and the 88 proof, which is equivalent to 44% ABV. That is not a random proof, not a random ABV. That 44 represents the fact that Wyoming is the 44th state. The small batch list, last fun fact, originally I think they were using batches, now that's a subjective term, originally they were using batches of about 15 barrels. I believe that's actually about 40 barrels now. So those are some of the fun facts. I really want to see how I like this. I've heard a lot of good things. I do want to definitely try the double cask. And there's some others that I've seen, some store picks and Wegmans, but let's start with this one first and see what we got. Okay, so we have it poured in a glass. That was a nice cork pop. I can actually smell a very sweet aroma coming out of this already. Let's get right into it. Yeah, that is definitely, I don't want to say there's any definites, but there definitely is that wheated, sweeter type mash bill. It's definitely like a wheated mash bill. I always feel there's always like I always feel this with wheated bourbon. Sometimes there's like a little bit of a cinnamon, but it's a very pleasant, and it's 88 proof. I'm not expecting any ethanol here. but there's a very, I don't know if it's cinnamon, light fruit. Very nice. Cheers. I think it's good. I'm just, I guess I shouldn't have larceny in my head, but I'm thinking about that. Now, you could have the same exact mash bill, and it can not taste the same. That's just, again, that's one aspect of it, but there are other aspects to it. So obviously, I'm bearing that in mind. I mean, I guess it was maybe similar, but this is its own brand and its own whiskey. It doesn't drink bad for 88 proof. I'll tell you that much. I am definitely getting a bread. I always think of wheat with a kind of like there's definitely some dough in here. There's definitely some sweetness, mellowness. It's not a Maker's Mark. I find Maker's Mark is not the same mash bill as larceny. I don't think it's. I mean, not mash bill. The taste, it doesn't taste the same. But this does have there's a certain type of a wheated bourbon profile that I find. This is actually very nice. Now, I'm going to say something because this happens all the time. When I first started with larceny, the first time I think I was okay with that. I liked it, and then that changed. There are plenty of times where I open a bottle, I like it, and then as I go through it, I don't. And there were some times where I kind of it was so-so, and then it's grown on me. So by no means is this my definite opinion. It might change. And many times, that's why sometimes I do mid-bottle reviews. I'll do a bottle review at the end when it's done, kind of see how my opinion changes. I've done that with a lot of bottles. This is good. This is nice. It's a nice, easy sipper. Price was fair on this. This is about $35. The double cask, I think, is about $55. This is New Jersey prices. I think it's a tasty pour. I think this is very good. So first shot here. I'm for the price, for the what's in here, nice wheated bourbon. Actually, you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. It actually has a nice finish for an 88 proof bourbon. So this is good. This is definitely good. I wanted to see if I liked this enough to then go and try the double cask. That one's finished in sherry cask. I think that sounds very interesting. My feeling, not knowing, for sure yet, but I feel that this is probably good. I have a feeling those, this, again, everyone's opinion is better, but those will probably have a feeling I might like that better, but I do like this. So this is definitely positive review. I definitely like this. Great, for the price, I think it's definitely really good. So no complaints here. Definitely going to enjoy this and maybe another one. Cheers. Take care. Thanks for watching.